Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going on a low buy for 2021. I don't like how much money that I spend on makeup and I want to change that. So this is supposed to help. I would like to be able to save more and to potentially use the money I spend on makeup for things like nicer clothes. I don't really want to do fast fashion as much anymore, and stuff like that. So yeah. I also feel like my collection has gotten a little bit out of hand and I want to be able to use everything that I have. I want to focus on finishing up products that I already own instead of bringing new things in. So I have a list of rules in front of me that I'm going to go by and I'll read those off for y'all now. So first off, I have a limit of the amount of money I'm allowed to spend per month on makeup, and I set the limit at $75. For me, this includes makeup and skincare. I am not including like clothing or shoes or jewelry or anything like, or even hair care in this. I'm on a bit of a hair journey. I was doing mostly curly girl method, and the past 2 months or so, I've been steering more away from that, like curling my hair. I curled my hair today. Just because I started realizing that I wasn't 100% happy with how my hair was looking, and I still have tons of stuff to try. I don't typically go overboard or have an issue with going overboard with buying hair products. So yeah, that's why hair care is not included in this. So it's specifically for makeup and skincare. So that $75, if I don't use it all up in 1 month, then I'm allowing that to roll over to the next month. So if I don't spend any money like in January, then February I have $150 to spend. Everyone does their low buy rules a little bit differently. For me, I'm going to say gift cards and gifts don't count towards that amount. And then for my birthday month, which is July, I'm gonna allow myself $100. Also, the $75 that I am setting out right now, I'm still going to get BoxyCharm, and that's not going to be included in that. I'm gonna be evaluating, and maybe before I post this video, I'll insert a clip with a decision on whether I'm keeping base and premium box. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do. I'll probably be filming a follow-up video. I've thought about, like, if I get rid of a BoxyCharm box, then potentially raising the $75 to $100, but I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know. I've been wanting to film this video for weeks and I can't like make a decision. It's ridiculous. So something I'm going to be doing is trying to avoid new makeup releases. I know that that is like buying them immediately. I know that that is not going to be the case for every single thing. Like when Samantha Ravndal releases her brand, I'm probably going to buy something, which is actually towards the end of this month. But it's the goal, right? So also I'm going to be keeping track of all of my purchases. I think I'm gonna do it in my phone in my notes section where I'm gonna list the product and the price, and then I'll have a total. I don't really want to do it on a spreadsheet because I feel like I potentially will miss things, and I don't want to do that. So I think that's gonna be how I do it. So I'm also saying no new foundations or concealers until I finish one first. So those cream products tend to go bad quickly, and I have too many of both of those things. So the goal is to use them up and declutter them. I'm still going to do my declutter series. I need to go through the rest of my collection. I've had my primers and my concealers sitting out waiting to do it. I just haven't done it yet. But so I can't purchase a new foundation until I finish a foundation. Same with the concealer. Also, I'm only allowed to buy one eyeshadow palette per month. Eyeshadow palettes is another one that I have a lot of. I know I have over 100 eyeshadow palettes, and I'm going to declutter some of them, but I don't need to be bringing in like multiple palettes a month. So I'm going to be very selective with what I'm picking. And single eyeshadows are not going to count towards that. If I end up picking up like a lot of single eyeshadows in a month, then I might use that as my palette. I'll cross that bridge when we get there. And then also I'm going to be working on a project pan. So I'm going to be doing an official project pan this year. In the past, I have attempted them. Like, I've labeled products. You may see them randomly in my collection in the past that I was trying to pan. Here's an example of that. This is the Too Faced Born This Way powder. This is washi tape if you are from the planner community. But I have some of these labeled. My goal with that is to get rid of some products in my collection. I'm not going to be like overly zealous about it. Is that the right word? What I mean to say is that's not going to be my main goal. I want to use all of the products in my collection that I keep in my collection. I like using a new eyeshadow palette every day, and I'm going to probably continue doing that. And I don't want to be tied to one specific eyeshadow palette trying to pan the entire thing. So it'll be a rolling project pan. I'll add things in and remove things when I decide I want to. But I'll make a whole other video about that as well. So I'm going to list off some items that I'm trying not to buy as well, that I think I have a lot of. So the first thing on my list is cream products. Cream products go bad way faster than powder products do. And I feel like some of the ones in my collection are getting a little bit older. So I do want to try to use those and not bring a ton more into my collection. I'm not saying that I won't purchase any of these, but this is just things that I've noted. And it's a lot. Highlighters. I feel like I have a ton of highlighters, and I feel like a lot of them are not satisfying me lately. Like, they're not good enough for some reason, and I don't know why that is. I need to think about that, but that's something that I need to watch how much I purchase. Obviously, foundation and concealers and eyeshadow palettes, because I listed those things separately. And then face palettes. I have too many face palettes, whether it's like an all blush palette or an all highlighter palette, and I need to get more use out of the ones that I have. And then lip glosses and lipsticks. I have tons of those, and I want to try to pan some of them this year. So I have plenty in my collection, and I need to use the ones that I have. And then powders, like translucent powders, is another one. My drawer is overflowing of these, and I don't use a ton of powder. I still need to declutter that part of my collection, but I just know I have a ton of them, and I need to stop purchasing. So those are some of the things that I'm trying not to purchase. I'm really into indie brands right now and multi-chrome eyeshadows, like individual eyeshadows, and just super cool, unique things that I don't have in my collection. So I feel like this will be attainable. Brushes is also something that I don't want to purchase any more of. I feel like I get a ton of brushes in my BoxyCharm boxes, and then I have too many and I don't need them all. I need to declutter those as well. But I think for now I'm set on what I need. This low buy is really to hold myself accountable. I have big travel dreams and big house remodel dreams, and I think I did really well in 2019. We were saving a lot that year to buy a house, and I did really good, and we were able to save a ton of money that year. But 2020 just really, I think, messed with me. I think it did a lot of people, and I tend to use shopping as a coping mechanism sometimes, and I know that about myself. But I didn't keep it in check in 2020, and that's just something that I want to work on. So that's the whole point of this. I haven't put myself into debt because of makeup or anything like that, but I have other hopes and dreams, bigger things than makeup. And makeup means so much to me. There's never going to be a time where I'm not purchasing it or I'm like completely restricting myself. I think that's too much to ask, especially since I film YouTube videos and I do my Instagram account now. It means so much to me that some new products are always going to be in my life, but I want to travel everywhere in the world, and I want to eventually get a nicer house than what we have. I love my house, but it's a starter home, and I want to be able to buy more expensive shoes and clothes when necessary. I don't want to contribute to fast fashion and all of the environmental issues that it causes, and I want to be able to have staple pieces in my wardrobe for years to come. So those are some of my reasons. I tend to neglect other parts of my life to buy makeup instead. Like, I talked a little bit about this in my last haul video, but typically for Christmas, I end up getting a bunch of makeup and I don't get anything else. And this year, I got other things. I got a little bit of makeup for Christmas, but it was so nice. I got a couple pairs of Kendra Scott earrings for our 10-year anniversary was December as well. So then, and from a couple of people for Christmas, and these are one of the pairs. That's why I keep doing that. But I also got some AirPods, and I bought those specifically for when I take walks. That's my main source of exercise. And I want to be able to do it with headphones that are not randomly attached to my phone and hanging about everywhere. But those have been lovely. Anyways, the goal is to just save more money, save it for other things, and yeah, that's the goal. I will check in with y'all throughout the year, maybe quarterly, and let you know what's going on. I have purchased a couple of things, I think 3 things so far this year, but they're all within budget. They're all lower priced as well. I typically am rouge at Sephora, which means that I spend $1,000 in a calendar year there. And I do that every year to maintain my status. I don't do it to maintain, I just end up doing it and maintaining. So I'm probably going to lose that this year. And then at Ulta, I'm typically is it platinum? It's not their highest tier, but you have to, I think the one I am, you have to spend like $450 a year to be that. So I'm probably going to lose both of those. I usually hit them both, and that is without like thinking about purchases from indie brands or just brands websites or at like Target or Walmart or anything. So the goal is to really bring down the spending, and I'm excited for this new adventure. I want this to like change my way of thinking, of how I think about spending my money, and hopefully it changes it in not just this area but all areas of my life. I wasn't raised to necessarily save my money, and I want to be that person. I've changed a lot over the last couple of years, but I just want to change even more. Let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever done a low buy or a no buy? No buys are very different than low buys. I'll probably be updating more on my Instagram stories, so if y'all are interested in more of this type of content, go ahead and follow me there. My IG is at Andrea Kristen Beauty, just like my YouTube channel, and you can follow me on Twitter at AndreaK_beauty. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!